Sentire Media.
Welcome to the Stop Italian Sounding podcast, uncovering authentic Italian food. I'm your host, Robert Campana, and join me as we delve into the rich heritage of genuine Italian food, exploring its legends, history, and traditions. Through important tips and insightful interviews with industry professionals, you'll gain a deeper understanding of authentic Italian food. Welcome back, everyone, to the Stop Italian Sounding show, uncovering authentic Italian food. So, March 8th is International Women's Day, a day dedicated to honoring the contributions of women across all fields, including one, of course, that is at the very heart of Italian culture, which is food. So, Italian cuisine, as we know it today, wouldn't exist without the passion, creativity, and resilience of Italian women. So we're talking about for centuries, they have been the keeper of tradition, the innovators of new flavors, and basically the backbone of Italian food culture. We're talking about the nonne preserving the culinary heritage in their homes and kitchens, along, of course, with the mamme as well, the mothers. We're talking about their home kitchens all the way to Michelin-starred chefs redesigning Italian gastronomy. And their impact is profound and absolutely undeniable. So basically, in this episode, we'll explore the crucial role that women have played and continue to play in shaping Italian food. We'll take a look at the traditions they've preserved, the industries they have influenced, and the challenges, of course, they still face today. And along the way, I'll share some stories of some remarkable Italian women who have left their mark on the world of food. So we're gonna get started. When we think of Italian food, we think of family. Of course, that's the first thing, at least one of the first things that comes to my mind. And at the heart of every Italian family, we have the nonna, we have the mamma. So Italian grandmothers, Italian mothers that have been, let's just say, silent yet very powerful keepers of tradition, basically ensuring that the flavors of the region and of their family live on through their cooking for centuries. Think about some of the most iconic Italian dishes, things like lasagna, risotto, polenta, homemade pasta. They all come from a long history of women preparing meals with what was available, transforming simple and humble ingredients into extraordinary dishes that are, quite frankly, known around the world. Their food wasn't just for nourishment. It was a way to tell stories, a way to preserve culture, and a way, of course, to create a sense of belonging, a sense of familiar family and friend belonging. So what's fascinating is that most of these women weren't trained chefs. They didn't follow written recipes. They cooked by memory, by instinct. They measured with their hands. They tasted as they went along. They tasted the way they wanted to, and they perfected dishes through repetition. And even today in Italy, some of the best meals aren't found in Michelin-starred restaurants, but at the kitchen tables, at smaller restaurants, oftentimes prepared by someone's nonna or mother who has been making the same dish for decades. And these traditions are still alive today. So just look at social media, for example. How many times have you seen a video of an Italian nonna making fresh pasta, shaping gnocchi by hand, or cooking a ragu that has been passed down for generations? There's really something magical about watching a grandmother work in the kitchen. No stress, no rush, just pure love and experience in every movement. But while grandmothers have been the guardians of tradition, Italian women have also been at the forefront of shaping the professional culinary world. So we're going to talk a little bit about the pioneers who have changed Italian cuisine forever. So beyond the home kitchen, Italian women have made a lasting impact on the world of food. They've written groundbreaking cookbooks, run legendary restaurants, and redefined Italian cuisine, both in Italy and internationally. And here are just a few Italian women that many may know or have heard of who have shaped the way we eat today. So the first one to talk about is Ada Boni. So she was one of the first Italian women to write a cookbook for home cooks. Il Talismano della Felicità is what it was called, published in 1929. It wasn't just a collection of recipes. It was a guide to mastering Italian cuisine in daily life. And it brought regional Italian cooking to a broader audience and is still considered one of Italy's most important culinary texts. Next, we have Nadia Santini, who was actually the first woman in Italy to earn 3 Michelin stars, proving that female chefs could stand alongside the best in the world. And her restaurant, Dal Pescatore, remains one of Italy's most renowned dining destinations. And she combines tradition with a delicate, refined approach to fine dining. Next, we have Antonia Klugman, who's a modern innovator, if you will, in Italian cuisine. Antonia is known, believe it or not, for her creative approach to regional dishes. So she blends deep respect for Italian culinary traditions with modern techniques. And she's well known for that, constantly pushing Italian cuisine forward. So not just remaining in the past, but also innovating while, of course, respecting tradition at the same time, which in my opinion is extremely important. It's something I've talked about many, many times. Next, we have Valeria Piccini, who's a self-taught chef who transformed her family's small trattoria into a Michelin star restaurant. At Da Caino in Toscana, in Tuscany, she blends tradition and innovation, proving that great cuisine is built on knowledge, passion, and constant evolution, which really is what food is. It's in constant evolution. Next, we have Cristina Bowerman, who is one of the few female chefs in Italy to earn a Michelin star. Cristina is known for her bold, contemporary take on Italian cuisine, and she brings international flavors into her cooking, reflecting on the evolving identity of modern Italian food. So a common theme is innovating while respecting tradition, but moving forward at the same time. And the women that I mentioned so far are doing just that. They're helping to shape the identity of Italian food as we know it today. And one more I want to talk about is Rosanna Marziale. So she's an ambassador to La Cucina Campana, so the cuisine from Campania, and she is known for her creative dishes using mozzarella di bufala campana DOP. And she's taken this fantastic ingredient and has brought it to fine dining, proving that regional products can shine in fine dining. And these women that I just talked about, and many more that I have not mentioned, but definitely deserve respect, have left an incredible mark on Italian food, whether through cooking, writing, or innovation. They have shaped the way we eat today and will continue, quite frankly, to inspire future generations. But Italian food isn't just about cooking. It's also about production, agriculture, and craftsmanship. I like to say artigianalità, where women have always played a crucial role, even in these industries, from cheese making to winemaking to olive oil production to artisanal pasta making. So, for example, in the caseifici, the artisanal cheese making facilities in Italy, many of them, believe it or not, are run by women producing world famous cheeses. We're talking about things even like Parmigiano Reggiano or mozzarella di bufala or pecorino. So their expertise and dedication ensure that these age-old traditions continue to survive and continue to thrive, not just on a local level, not just on an Italian level, but in an international level. And if we talk about the wine industry, for example, traditionally a male-dominated field, women are making their mark. Winemakers like Elisabetta Foradori or Marilisa Allegrini are proven that female leadership can take Italian wine to incredibly new heights. And let's not forget the entrepreneurs, women who are launching their own food businesses, running small pasta factories or modernizing Italian food through innovation and sustainability. So, as we celebrate International Women's Day, Buona Festa della Donna, I encourage you to think about women who have influenced you and your own connection to food. So maybe it's a nonna who taught you how to make fresh pasta, or your mom who has always had a homemade meal. I think of my mother, for example, who has always had a homemade meal on the table as we were growing up. And that has definitely shaped who I am today and has had a major influence to who I am today. So I wish all women a buona festa della donna. Let's celebrate and uplift women who make Italian food what it is. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the stories of authentic Italian cuisine. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to this podcast for more insights and interviews. Also, feel free to reach out with your thoughts or questions on our social media channels at Stop Italian Sounding or on our website, stopitasounding.com. Grazie a tutti e alla prossima.
Sentire Media.
Hey, podcast producers and show hosts. Do you want to join a podcast network that celebrates all things Italian? At Sentire Media, we understand the allure of Italy and its unique culture. Our devoted team of hosts and producers are all driven by their shared passion for Italy. And we work tirelessly to create the best lifestyle podcasts and content that will whisk you away to the very heart of Italy. With us, you can savor the mouth-watering flavors, get lost in the stories from the past, break down the cultural barriers, and truly immerse yourself in the vibrant traditions of this intoxicating country. If you have a great podcast idea or are already in production and would like to join Sentire Media, head over to sentiremedia.com, that's SENTIRE media.com, and find out how to submit your show.